Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And how are you? Uh, Nice to meet you again. So this is international business course. Okay, today I would like to share with you with the third topic in international business. Okay, so what are the topic that we will need to discuss? Let's go. Quicker because you need to know what is this. Because before you having a business abroad, okay, you need to learn a bit about how to do a business in call it international market. All right, so let's start with our lecture. Okay, so the third part in international business course, okay, we talk about political economy and ethics. Okay, so before this, we talk about culture, we talk about the overview, getting on international business. So some people might uh, not have idea why they should learn international business. For me, it's an essential part for you. Yes, right now we facing few things that give it's a very difficult situation to the business. You want to do something beyond your borders. Okay, you want to have your market expand beyond your country's borders. So we need to know a few things before we start. So let's go. Don't waste our time. Okay. All right. Okay. What are we looking for in this topic? We're talking about features of each form of political system. Okay, we have few types of political system that embrace differently by different country. Okay, and this topic also we talk about three types of economic system. Okay, and the elements of each type of legal system, the global legal issue, and last one is about ethic and social responsibility. So quite shorter but lengthy in explanation. Inshallah, I will try to share with you at my best. All right? Okay. This is an example, PepsiCo. Who do not know about PepsiCo? Most of us know about it. Yeah. It's a cola flavored drinks, synonymously with a blue color can. Okay, red color can, red black color can is Coca-Cola. Right now, we talk about PepsiCo. So they are going. This example when they are go international market, and most of the sales come from international market around 40%. Okay, and they are invest aggressively in India. Okay, as you can see the picture shown there. Okay, they use call it as an Arabic word, Bipsi, okay, which is indicate the adaptability with the countries that they goes in, moving the company's product line in healthier direction. Right now we have Pepsi Black in black made can. I'm sure you're aware of that. And from my experience, the no calorie cola drinks more preferable by the market compared to the original one, and it's quite success for them. All right, decreasing the company impact on the environment and taking care of the company's workforce. Okay, what happened here, actually, we will describe one by one throughout the topic. Okay, this is what we can take as an example, okay, to comprehend the topics that we read later. Okay, so, all right, the political system. We have, in this world, we have three types of political system. Okay, the first one, we call it as a totalitarianism, which is, you can describe by its own word, totalitarian, or based on anarchism, which is you have king, you have monarch, you have call it as the ruler, just mingle around us, people that have or hold their power, or some countries having pluralism political system, which, for example, Malaysia itself, okay, are not go to totalitarian or not to anarchism. As anarchy type of country might expose easily to understand, like Brunei. Okay, but in Malaysia, we having pluralism political system, which is can balance the power from the public and also from the private. Okay, how about the totalitarian? Okay, totalitarian uphold everything should uphold the leader's vision and less space given for those who have different ideas, different opinion. Okay, what kind of example countries that merely totalitarian is North Korea. Okay, they have a leader, and we didn't have any group that oppose to them. If we heard, it might be the party that established, not for objecting the ideas. If they found, it might be something to call it as it will happen something not good to them. Okay, it will have something not good to them. Okay, so they are not what can I call that? Tolerate with those people who are against them. Okay, all right. Totalitarianism. Okay, this type of political system impose authorities, okay, and have lack of constitutional guarantees. In terms of what are you intend to do and not, we call it welcome. You are not welcome to do anything unless you follow what have instructed or demand by the leaders. Okay, that's why you have very less participation in this type of political system. Okay, the leaders have more powerful compared to voice of others. Okay, in this kind of political system, we can divide it into few types, few kinds of totalitarianism. First, we can call as a theocratic totalitarianism, which from the word theocratic, it indicates the leader was the leaders were kind of religious leaders, and every single move or laws that pass in the government are based on religious thought. And the most popular example that we can use or we can comprehend, understand is Iran. The Iranian government most likely practice theocratic totalitarianism. Okay, it was before this there are more on monarchy, but however it was overthrown that power and become a theocratic totalitarianism. Okay, this kind of political system might hinder or might limiting the space, the choice of the people in their own market. Secular totalitarianism having three types. First, communist totalitarianism, which is put everything on the we call it as shoulders of the leaders. Okay, in this communism, communist totalitarianism believe that social economic equality can be obtained only by establishing all powerful communist party and by granting the government ownership and control over all types of economic activity. Okay. Main here example that we can use in this type of political system. You can use, for example, here. More likely on, like we have said, the North Korea, which is rarely accepted other people's voice. They are only every single office of government should uphold the leader's vision. On tribal totalitarianism, tribal can know or aware of word tribe. So most of the obvious social structure that practice tribal totalitarianism is somewhere most places in Africa. Okay, that's based on tribal. How about the right wing? Okay, right wing totalitarianism, which is this kind of a government endorse private ownership of property and market-based economy, but grants few political freedom. Okay, which is this kind of political system, their leaders generally strive for economic growth while opposing left wing, call it the right wing, and left wing, the communism, which is example can be taken into this kind of political system like Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Paraguay. Okay, right. This is an example we can know about the secular totalitarianism. Okay, this is the first one. Another one, call it as a democracy. Okay, so democracy, this kind of system which allow government leaders are elected directly by the wide participation of the people or by their representative. Okay, in Malaysia, as an example, we practicing representative democracy, which is we vote for the people who will be carry our voice and fight for our needs and demands. Okay, and this kind of political system give people some space which allow them to choose who will be their leaders and how the government will establish based on the numbers representative won in the election. Okay. All right. So in representative democracy, okay, we much more have space to express, and also we have the election where we can elect our leaders to become representative, represent our voice, full civil and property rights, and also using this type of political system can protect minority rights and also non-political bureaucracies. Okay. All right. Okay. We don't know about political system. Right now we talk about economic system. Okay. It's anchored by two extremes. Okay. First, purely central plan. Another one is pure market economy. What does it mean by pure centrally planned? And what does it mean by pure market economy? Pure centrally planned means the government fully control over whatever happen in their economic activity. Okay, while pure market economy giving the entities, the individual who have call it legit business entity to run the business. Okay, in pure centrally planned economy, everything, every resource is controlled by government. Okay, in centrally planned economy, okay, it comes from the idea of collectivism. Collectivism means we uphold every single person's voice. We talking about giving same level of economic, we call it as a distribution. Okay, it was popularized by Karl Marx and implemented in the 20th century by means of violent upheaval. Okay, but this kind of economy faced decline since failure to create economic value. Okay, yes, when you purely when you centrally plan all the economic activity, it's avoid you or it hinder you from having or accepting good ideas, good invention put into the market, because you want to bring all the activities and offer at a very, very fair price. Okay, you don't allow that in your pure centrally planned economy. Failure to provide incentive. Okay. Government ownership of economic resources drastically reduce incentive for business to maximize the output obtained from those resources. Okay, you cannot fully utilize all the resources since government have control over all over the resource. Okay, and third, failure to achieve rapid growth because of what? Okay. They realize that an economic system have based on private ownership foster growth much better than one hampered central planning. If you imagine if you have one head to plan, how your plan will become. I mean, in terms of achievement, should be some limitation and also much more weaknesses found by having this kind of economy. And also failure to satisfy consumers' need. Okay. In centrally planned economies, okay, people who live in there fail to get or fail to obtain what they want to have. Okay. Because somehow we have different kind of needs that need to be satisfied. So people are turning to black market, which later than challenging the purchasing power of people itself. Okay, this is a centrally planned economy. Okay, Malaysia did not impose this kind of economy. Okay. All right, mixed economy. Okay, we have three as earlier part we talk about purely central. Right now we talk about mixed, in between market economy and central plan. Okay, the goals for this economy, okay, we look for low unemployment and low in poverty. Okay, which means partially planned by the government and open up the rest for the privates. Why we encourage the private sector to flourish the market activity. Sorry, the economic activity. Okay. So the good thing in mixed economy, steady economic growth and equitable distribution of wealth. Okay. However, not all things goes well for mixed economy. Can drive to lack of accountability, rising costs, and slow economic growth. That cost from the government activity, government economic activity. Okay, so to get everything better, but quite challenging for some country. Only developed country, not developing, developed country have this, which is moving toward market-based system. Everything privatized. But for some reason, to protect to protect the national, we call it as what we talk about in here, favor, for example, oil and gas, automobiles maker, electricity. Okay, so government still have share in this sector. Okay, not let it, we call it as a privatize for the whole sector. Okay, so in market economy, right? Since you don't, government don't involve in developing the economy of one country, considered as market economy. Okay, we encourage private ownership. This type of economy of encourage for private ownership, interplay of two forces based on supply and demand, and more towards individualism compared to the first one. As the first anchor talk about collectivism, right now individualism. Okay, laissez-faire economy, which is open to everyone. Who can run better, they got better pay. So later we talk about can get the economic freedom. What are the features in this type of economy? Because everyone go private their business, you have ample choices. Okay, so much alternative in the market. Free enterprise, firm can choose product and markets where they can go freely. Okay, and also price flexibility. Okay, the price will follow the condition of the market itself. It's not binding with government policy. Okay, that's why when we talk about centrally planned, okay, business cannot do beyond what have ordered by the government. Somehow they suffer, having less profit, since they want to provide something at the good price for people, not for the business. Okay. To control all this situation, okay, what governments do? Enforce the antitrust laws. Okay, antitrust laws which control the in terms of pricing, price competition. Okay, preserve property rights. Okay, to have healthy competition from one business to another businesses should have some protection. Okay, through property right. Okay, in property right we talk lots of things here. Right? And third, provide fiscal and monetary stability. Okay, control the inflation and also unemployment. Why? Because company can forecast how they control their performance. And last, preserve political stability. Okay, in this type of economy, depend on stable government for its most operation and indeed for its future existence. Okay, that's why most of businesses look forward political stability in one country before they enter into the market. Okay, we go to the third part called legal system. So legal system, which is there are laws and regulation, including the process which country laws are enacted and enforced by the ways in which is court hold parties accountable for their action. This is how uh, all parties protected. So we need the rules, we need the legal system. Okay. So legal systems are frequently influenced by political modes and upsurge of nationalism. Okay, there are a few uh, types of law that uh, we can know, we can have. First, a common law is a country's legal history, which is Malaysia also have common law. Precedent, the past cases that have come before the courts. That's why what happened before can become as a precedent, and usage, how laws are applied to specific situation. We have common law, we have civil law, and theocratic law, which is based on religious teaching. Okay, right. And now we talk about global legal issues. Okay, have you ever heard about intellectual property? Okay, if we do something, okay, we need to protect our we call it invention. Okay, so when we talk about intellectual property, okay, it's very we call it as a very crucial issue. Most of the business can be affected if they don't seek for protection in their invention. Okay, so most non-national legal system protect property right. Okay, the second part. Okay, the legal right to resource and any income they generate. We have two things that we talk in this: industrial property and copyright. If you invent anything, you have in whatever recipe, the product, you should patent your invention. Okay, why patent? To protect your invention from being copied by competitors or other parties that not responsible. Okay, and use your invention and become theirs. Okay, so if you put your effort, your time, your cost in developing such product without patenting them, you might face the situation where your invention being stolen by the competitors, and you cannot claim if you are not patenting the invention. Trademark, the name, the symbols, the colors should register as trademark. There are few things happen around the world regarding on trademarks. Okay, so it's very important to register your business, your names, your logo, your we call it colors or your symbol that used in business as your business trademark. Okay, another thing that we call here is copyright. Okay, this is a protection which give the owner, owner of what? Owner of people, owner of For example, your writing, your song should have copyright or certified something that belong to you to use, that belong to you. Okay, why need this? Because can give you, okay, protection from other people to reproduce. Okay, give you right to sell or distribute, give you right to perform copyrighted work, and also give you the right uh, to publicly distribute it. Okay, if you don't have, for example, okay, I wrote a book, okay, and someone copying the we call it as a reproduce the material and sell to the market, it give me a loss, which is you cannot get revenue from there, from that activity, because it was taken by someone else. But you have the right to sue those people who have done that. Okay. All right. Okay. Another global legal issue. Okay. The first thing we talk about intellectual property, property rights. Okay. Like now we talk about product safety and liability. Okay. That's why most of the product produced from the international producer, okay, they are buying to ensure safety use of the product. You are safely can use the product and company liable for any injury caused from using the product. Okay, that's why if any product certified safe to use, okay, and anything happen, you can claim for the damage. Taxation. Okay, some country impose value added tax. In Malaysia, for example, we have GST before, good and sale tax. Okay, some country they use word VAT, value added tax. Okay, every single point that product go through will impose some values. But issue right here, the last price offered to the customer should be higher than usual. All right. So global legal issue, next, antitrust regulation, prevent market sharing, pricing, and unfair advantage. Okay. We need business to protect, being protected by having very fierce competition, okay, among the competitors. Okay. The last part we talk about, okay, corporate social responsibility. Okay. This is the last part. Ethic and social responsibility. Our business is not only talking about how much profit that we want to earn on the market. If you have done few things unethically, it might tarnish your image. It might giving you negative impact on your we call it performance in future. That's why it's most of the corporation, the big enterprises, practicing corporate social responsibility. Okay. Like now we talk about what we have here. Traditional philanthropy. Okay, instead of earning profit, so much profit from the market, okay, they are proportionate or locate some fund back to the public. Okay, like we have in as example, okay, donate to the orphan house, okay, food giving event. This is what we most of the big corporation does. Okay, right. So to embrace the CSR, okay, in one company you should have the first layer, traditional philanthropy, donate money, okay, and second, risk management, okay, develop code of conduct, okay, that will follow, that it will follow. It is global operation, agrees to operate greater transparency, and third, strategic CSR, which build social responsibility into its core operation to create value and build competitive advantage. Okay. Philosophies of ethics and social responsibility philosophies. Okay, there are four commonly cited philosophies of business ethics. Okay, I think you might learn already, but just to refresh, what is that from those four? Starting with the fragment view. Okay, say that company's sole responsibility is to maximize profit for its owner while operating within the law. So imagine a company that moves in pollution generating operation from a country having strict and expensive environmental protection laws to a country have no such laws. Okay. Managers subscribing to the fragment philosophy will applaud this decision, argue that the company is doing its duty to increase profit for its owner and is operating within the law in the foreign country. Okay. With this type of philosophy, talking about we minimizing and giving everything to what owner want to. However, cultural relativists, okay, adopt local ethic wherever it operates because all belief systems are determined within cultural context. This type of philosophy see through itself as relative and argues that right and wrong are determined within a specific situation. So the expression "when in Rome, do as the Romans do" mean the way when come to Malaysia, do as Malaysian do. Is if we talk about the cultural relativist view. Okay. When you go to the goats, farm, you must do like goats. If you go to tigers pack, you must do as a tigers. Just what we have in Malay. When pergi ke kandang kambing mengembek, pergi ke kandang harimau mengaum. That's how we relate those terms. Okay, so cultural relativist. Okay, so the cultural relativist manager who argue that this company is acting appropriately and in accordance with local standard of conduct. Many people strongly oppose this line of ethical reasoning. Okay, another one, righteous moralist view. Righteous moralist view say that companies should maintain its home country's ethic wherever it operates because home country views of ethic and responsibility is superior to others view. Mean you practice whatever ethics that practice in home country. If you go anywhere, you practice same, not follow that host country's view or country's ethic. Imagine a company that expands from its developed country base to emerging market where local manager commonly bribe official. Suppose headquarters detest the act of bribery and instruct the subsidiary to refrain from bribing. Mean here, okay, for example, I have business. If I need to go there, you need to pay some amount of money. We consider as some all money, which is to make it everything smooth. Okay, if you hold the righteous moralist view, mean you can't even pay anything to the people who can give you permission to do your business because you uphold the righteous moralist view. Okay. In this situation, headquarters is imposing righteous moralist view on local managers. However, come another view. Okay, utilitarian view, which is okay, companies should behave in a way that maximize good outcome and minimize bad outcome wherever it operates. You need to assess the situation. If I pay certain amount of money, I can park my business in that particular country. Most people can benefit from my operation. That decision are better than not. Then this utilitarian views practice. Okay. If yes, so you can pay that amount of money because your business can run well. In this book also differentiate between two events that we know before this as a same, okay, which is bribery and corruption. Okay. When we talk about corruption, okay, some country adopt different meaning, okay, and also bribe also have different meaning from one country to another. Okay, if you go to certain country, you might face certain issue related to this actually. Okay, all right. Labor condition and human rights. Okay, to fulfill their responsibility to society, companies are monitoring the action of their own employee and the employees of company with whom they conduct business. Okay, this is sometimes happen in big enterprise. For example, Nike, which is their employees falsely until they fall fainted because of the supervisor's instruction, which is beyond or abuse the human rights. Okay, you can read on page 123, page 123 for better view of this. Okay, fair trade practices. Okay, fair trade practices, as example taken here, Starbucks. Okay, yes, Starbucks, how much you pay for that? For every cup that you bought, much higher compared to the we call it price that producer made from selling the coffee bean. However, to get everything fine, Starbucks also practice fair trade, which is they put fair price. They obtain the product at fair price, fair labor condition, which is the farmer get very fair environment in terms of how they farm, what they have in terms of facilities, okay, and also Starbucks also meets the criteria of direct trade, okay, democratic community development, and also environmental sustainability. Okay, the farming methods, okay, protect the farmers in terms of health and also preserve the ecosystem. And last issue that we highlight for today is about carbon footprint. Okay, so many companies right now are talking about green business operation. Okay, they want to reduce the possibility polluting the environment. Okay, as you can see, we have lots of, as in picture also, the electric car. Okay, that the way how business reduce carbon footprint. Okay, right. I think for political economy and ethics. Okay, we have political system, we have economic system, and also we talk about a little bit in ethics. So maybe tonight or tomorrow we talk about later economic development of nation. Inshallah. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. See you again. Bye bye.